Hello friends, welcome back Java T Coding. My name is Sanjay Kumar and in this video I will cover top 20 exception handling interview questions and answers in Java. These questions mostly frequently asked question in Java interview. So let's start from the first question. So first question is what is an exception in Java? So an exception is an event that occurs during the execution of the program and that disturb the normal flow of the program's execution. Right. And next question is how the exception are handled in Java. How can we handle the exception in Java? So we can handle the using the try, catch and finally block. These are the three blocks that we can use for exception handling. So what is the use of the try block? The try block is the code and or the set of the statement that may raise exception should be try block, right? And the catch block, this block catches the exception thrown in the try block. And what is the use of the finally block? The finally block of the code is always get executed whether the exception has occurred in the try block or not. Right. Next question is what are the checked and unchecked exception in Java? So checked exception which are known to the compiler or called the checked exception. Means checked exception are checked at the compile time, right? And the unchecked exception occurs only at the runtime. So unchecked exception are also called at the runtime exception. All subclass of the java.lang. Runtime exception and java.lang.error is of type unchecked exception, right? Next question is what is the difference between error and the exception? This is the most important question for interview. So main difference in the error and exception: error are caused by the JVM environment in which the application is running, for example out of memory error, while exception are caused by the application itself, for example null pointer exception, array index out of bound exception. These are the exception. And system error, out of memory, these are the errors. Errors can only occur at runtime while the exception can occur at compile time or runtime, both. Next is finally block always get executed in Java program? So this question is very important question. Finally block is always executed, but there is the one scenario when the finally block does not get executed. By using the system.exit 0 in the try block or catch block, the results in the finally block does not executed. This is the reason system.exit line terminate the running Java virtual machine. So termination leads to no more execution of the program. So there is only one scenario when the finally block fails to execute. Here this is the example. So we have I have written the system.exit in the try block. So from line number 8 execution will get terminated. So in this case finally block will not get executed. Here is the output, only the try block get executed. Next question is can we throw an exception manually or explicitly? Yes, of course. Using throw keyword we can throw an exception manually. Next question is what is the out of memory error in exception handling? Out of memory error is the subclass of the java.lang. Error. It occurs when JVM runs out of memory. Next is are we allowed to use only try block without catch or finally blocks? Before Java 7, no, it is not allowed. If used its own compilation error, the try block must be followed by either the catch block or finally block. But after 7, yes, it is possible to have a try block without catch and the finally blocks. The induction of the try with the resource concepts makes it is possible. Using the try with the resource we can use the try block without catch or finally block. Here is the example. This is the try block that's executed without the any catch or finally block, right? So in the catch block we have written the scanner class as senior scanner system.in. Inside that we have written the system.out.println, right? So in this way we can say after the Java 7 we can write the try block without catch or finally. Before 7 it's not allowed. Next question is, what is the difference between final, finally and the finalize in Java? This is the important questions for interview. Final keyword, what is the use of final keyword? If we are declare variable as a final, that means the value of the final variable cannot be changed. Once we declare any variable as a final variable, we cannot change the value of that variable, right? And if we are declare any method as a final method, so method cannot be overridden. Next, if we make any class as a final class, so class cannot be extended, right? What is the use of finally? Finally used after try or catch block will get executed after the try or catch block without considering whether the exception is thrown or not, right? There is one condition, finally is not executed. I already explained system.exit, right? So keep in mind. Finalize, what is the use of finalize? Finalize method is method that garbage collector always calls just before the deletion or destroying the object which is no longer in use in the code. So if you have created any object, there is no use or of that object, so garbage collector consider that object to be destroyed or deleted using the finalize method. Next question is, what is the runtime exception in Java? Give some example. The exception which occurs at runtime called at the runtime exception. These exceptions are known as unknown to the compiler. Compiler doesn't know what is the runtime exception, so because it's occurred on the runtime. All subclass of the java.lang.runtime exception as a runtime exceptions. For example, number format exception, null pointer exception, class cast exception, array index out of bound exception. These are the example of the runtime exception which is occurred on the runtime. And what is the difference between, this is also most important question for the Java interview from the exception handling. What is the difference between the class not found exception and the no class def found error? So this question is very important question. Very few Java developers are aware of that difference between the class not found exception or no class def found exception, no class def found error, sorry. So class not found exception, an exception that occur when you try to load a class at runtime using the class.forName or load class method. You are trying to load the class at runtime using the class.forName or load class, and mention class are not found in the class path. You are trying to load the class using the class.forName or load class, but that class is not found in the class path. It's called as the class not found exception is occurred. You will get the class not found exception because that class is not available in the class path at runtime. So no class def found error. What is the no class def found error? Exception that occur when a particular class is present at compile time but was missing at runtime is called the no class def found error. So that means there is a class which is present on the compile time, but if that class you have deleted after the compile time, you have deleted that .class file, then you will get the no class def found error because it is checking at the runtime class definition. Compiler is checking class definition at runtime. If that class is missing, that means you will get the no class def found error. Next question is, what is the class cast exception in exception handling? runtime exception which occurs when JVM not able to cast an object or of one type to another type is called the class cast exception. JVM is not able to cast one object to another object, then you will get the class cast exception. What is the stack overflow exception? In exception handling, stack overflow error is thrown by the JVM when the stack overflows in the program. Right. Next question is, what is the difference between throw and throws? So this is the very important question. What is the difference between throw and throws? So throw is a keyword that used to explicitly throw an exception, and Java throws keyword is used to declare an exception. Here throw in an exception, here is the declare an exception. Throws. In throw is followed by instance. Throw is followed by instance, and throws is followed by the class. Right. Next is throw is used within the method only, and throws used with the method signature, not within the method. You cannot throw the multiple exception using the throw keyword. You cannot throw the multiple exception, but using the throws keyword we can declare the multiple exception. IO exception, SQL exception, these are the you can declare using the throws keyword. Next question is, which class is the root class for all types of errors and exception in exception hierarchy? Java.lang.throwable is the superclass for all type of errors and exception in Java. Throwable is the superclass. Next question, what will happen if an exception is thrown by the main method? When an exception is thrown by the main method, then JVM terminates the program. As a result, you will find the exception message and stack trace in the system console. Right. Next question is, how to create the custom exception in Java. It's a very important question for Java developer. How we can create the custom exception? This is the frequently asked question. If you are creating your own exception, that is known as the custom exception or user defined exception. Java custom exception are used to customize the exception according to the user need. Right. So here is the example of how we can create the custom exception. So you have to create a one class that you need to extend exception class. Here you need to provide the constructor of that class, and here we can use that class. By using the throw keyword, we can throw in custom exception or user defined exception according to the user need. Right. Here is the output of that exception. Next question is, give some example of checked exception. What are the checked exception? So SQL exception, class not found exception, IO exception, these are the checked exception. Next is some example of unchecked exception. So unchecked exception like array index out of bound exception, null pointer exception, number format exception, these are the unchecked exception. Next question is, what are the rules of the exception handling with method overriding in Java? This is also one of the most important questions for the Java interview. There are the many rules. If you talk about method overriding with exception handling, the rules are as follows. So if the superclass method does not declare an exception, if the superclass method means parent class method does not declare any exception, just consider there is a one parent class and there is a one child class, extend the parent class too. So if the superclass method does not declare an exception, then what? If the superclass method does not declare the exception, then subclass overridden method cannot declare the checked exception, but it can declare unchecked exception. Checked exception means these exception cannot declare in the subclass. SQL exception, class not found by exception, IO exception. But we can declare the unchecked exception, array index auto point exception, null pointer exception, number format exception. These, right? Next rule is if the superclass method declare an exception, right? So if the superclass method declare an exception, subclass overridden method can declare the same subclass or no exception but cannot declare the parent exception, right? If the superclass method declare an exception, so we can declare the same exception, right? Suppose we declare the array index auto point exception, so we can also declare in the child class array index auto point exception. If you declare the exception, so also exception is the superclass of the or also what is the subclass exception of the exception, like array index auto point exception, null pointer exception, that we can declare in the subclass exception or no exception. Also we cannot declare any exception, but we cannot declare, we can declare the no exception. But we suppose in the parent class there is a null pointer exception, in the overridden method we cannot declare null pointer exception because that method is not throwing any null pointer exception. So we can put without no exception, we can declare, but cannot declare the parent exception. Suppose in the parent class there is a one method, so that method having the declare the array index auto point exception or number format exception. In the subclass method cannot declare the exception or means parent exception, right? Because the exception is the superclass of the array index auto point exception, number format exception. These are the subclass of the exception, right? In this way we cannot. So this is the two main rules. So this is the most important question for the Java interview, right? In the next video I will, that's it from this video. In the next video I will also tell you top 10 for Java interview, like collection from the OOPS concept. So please like this video, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching.